Hello everybody, my name's Terence and welcome to the latest episode of KopThis. This is a very brief match review of our game that was played on Sunday the 6th of April 2014, so yesterday, against West Ham United at the Boleyn Ground. First and foremost guys, we won the game 2-1, as I'm sure you're all aware. I want your views first and foremost please, so please post your comments below what you thought of the game, the result most importantly, the performance as a whole, who stood out for you, who was your man of the match. And please leave your player ratings below as well, and I shall leave mine below so that you can compare yours and see whether we're on the same page and wavelength as always guys. Thank you. So as I was saying, we won the game 2-1. Now I thought that it would be a tricky game, and a tricky game it certainly proved to be. Some people seem to think that these sort of games are write-offs, but you know, when you've got sides down at the bottom fighting for Premier League survival, like West Ham were, and I know that they're technically perhaps about safe now, but they were never going to make it easy for us. And park the bus, Sam Allardyce did. He certainly parked the bus against us, and it was a very, very tough game. Our two goals came courtesy of Steven Gerrard penalties, first on the 41st minute and then on the 71st minute. The first one was through great Luis Suarez trickery that ended up with the ball bouncing off Tompkins' hand. It was a blatant handball and a blatant penalty, which Steven Gerrard duly dispatched to the left of the keeper here. The second goal, obviously, again for us, was a penalty by Steven Gerrard yet again, and it was for a foul on John Flanagan. Now, there was lots of talks that it was a soft foul, but let's get on to West Ham's goal, guys. It came about a minute after we went 1-0 up, so about the 42nd, 43rd minute, and it was laughable. Check it out here, guys. Do you spot a foul? That's what I want to know. It's absolutely barbaric. Andy Carroll barges Simon Mignolet in the face, you know, distracts him, puts him off, and this leads to Demel hitting the ball into the net, and it was absolutely ridiculous. You saw the linesman was stood there flagging for a foul, wanted to rule the goal off, and the referee, by the way, who was stood a lot further away, was, you know, overruled his linesman and gave the goal. It was a laughable decision, guys. It really was. But I want your thoughts. I mean, I'm just glad that it didn't cost us the game. It didn't cost us the 3 points, because I'm getting tired of seeing referees make so many awful, shocking errors. People keep saying, you know, and have said for many years that the refereeing standard in the in the English Premier League is the best. And perhaps it was for a while, but there are some seriously dodgy decisions coming from some referees. I don't want to talk too much about it, guys, but yeah, I want to know your thoughts. But hey, check out Demel's face afterwards here. Running around, sticking his tongue out like that. I was cursing at the as you can imagine, guys. I was going absolutely, start raving mad, because it was like the biggest joke. He knew he'd got away with it. He knew it was just an insult, guys. But I'm glad that we managed to find that second goal. So you can say that two wrongs don't make a right, but in this case, guys, they perhaps did make a right. Awful decision in terms of giving that goal, and then perhaps the foul on John Flanagan was a little bit soft. But you know, you win some, you lose some, guys. But yeah. But anyway, what are your thoughts, guys, on the overall performance? I mean, we did dominate the game. We dominated the game from start to finish. You know, I was listening to Brendan Rodgers' comments and Steven Gerrard. West Ham did everything they could to try and put us off. It was awful, to be honest. The pitch was very dry, so they didn't bother watering it because they didn't want to allow Liverpool to have the slick passing. Apparently the changing rooms were very hot, and the Liverpool team bus had to park a mile away from the stadium, which is absolutely barbaric, guys, really, isn't it, when you think about it? It's just dirty tactics, and a lot of the West Ham players, you know, were just filthy, to be honest. Andy Carroll was horrible, you know, and I think it changed my opinion on him, because I did have respect for him. I did beforehand, but I was just staggered at the way that he was carrying on. That said, I do want to say Martin Skrtel handled his aerial threat very, very well. Mamadou Sakho on his comeback I thought was very good, and for a big centre-back, he distributes the ball very well. I think that he passes the ball well, fluently. I think he's a very, very good player, and I think that he'll give us more solidity at the back, but I'm interested in your thoughts. I think that Brendan Rodgers made the right decision at half-time to bring on Lucas Leiva for Philippe Coutinho to give us that stability in the middle of the park to enable us to dictate and control the game, which I felt that we did in the second half. I saw a lot of slagging off and a lot of slating of Lucas, saying, oh, you know, what's this tactic, what's this rubbish, and, you know, oh, we're settled for a draw. But I believed the whole time. I really did. I believed in Brendan Rodgers, and I believed in what he was trying to do. And I could see that he was trying to get us to dictate the ball more and to keep hold of possession. And we certainly did that. Now, I do want to say quickly, guys, I was a critic of Brendan Rodgers when he first came in. I was, and I hold my hands up to it. I thought that he was more of a mid-table manager, and we'd gone back to the sort of the likes of Roy Hodgson, and that we lacked ambition. But I want to take my hat off to him. Albeit I'm not wearing one, but you know how it goes. I want to basically eat a whole lot of humble pie because he has proved me wrong. He's been absolutely fantastic. Seriously, all credit to Brendan Rodgers. He's been brilliant. The team have been fantastic. I am so proud of the team. No matter what happens in our 5 remaining games, guys, I'm very proud. Well, we're back on top of the league, guys. What do you think of that? Can we stay there? Back at the top after Chelsea and City had both won at the weekend. We beat West Ham and went back to the top of the Premier League title. It feels amazing, guys, doesn't it? It feels brilliant. Next up is Manchester City at Anfield, and also, you know, it will be a couple of days on the 13th. It'll be 2 days before the 25th anniversary of the Hillsborough disaster. And I imagine the emotions will be very, very high. We'll be right up for the game, fully charged, and the Anfield atmosphere, guys, should bring it home. You know, it should bring home the 3 points. You know, I just want us now to obviously focus on Man City, one game at a time still, beat City, stay top, and then keep our, you know, heads down and, you know, stay cool, guys. But I think that it'll be a tough game, but in many ways I think it'll be easier than West Ham, purely because City will come forward, they'll attack, and it will be a very open-ended game, I think, between both sides. So it'll be a very different game to West Ham, and arguably easier, as a lot of people have said. But anyhow, onwards and upwards to Man City, guys. It wasn't pretty, it was dogged, it was rough, but we got the 3 points. We came for the 3 points. We got the 3 points. We left with the 3 points. Back at the top of the table, guys. Thank you very much for watching. You'll never walk alone. Just quickly as well, I want to give a very brief shout out to David, who's my editor for these videos and helps me to get them out. So a big thank you to David. And for any of you who does gaming or is interested in gaming, please check out his YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/the Guy Gamer, all one word. So please check that out for him. Thank you very much, guys. If you like these videos, please like below, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Your work, your cooperation, etc. is greatly appreciated, and your support is fantastic as always. Thank you very much, guys. You'll never walk alone.